Okay, good morning. Is it morning still? Oh yeah, it's 11:48 a.m. Just so I'm on Bali time, so if it's not morning by you, sounds about that. But good evening, good morning, good afternoon, all of it. Oh my god. All right. So I don't even know where to start with this one because the reason I created this YouTube channel was because I wanted to share my experience. And while I have been sharing parts of my experience, the biggest part of my experience is what I'm rendering in my own reality. And what I'm truly creating for myself. And so over the last 6 months, since I started to co-create with the universe, I have been experiencing events, circumstances, people, conversations, and things that have been beginning to render a reality back to me through my physical reality that speaks volumes to what I would like to experience in this reality. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. And I'm excited for this one because while most videos are what I do experience, this part, or this aspect of my experience has been by far the most, I don't even have a word for it. It's been by far the most enriching and life-giving part of my journey. And right now I'm sitting in my art shorts. I've got paint all over my shorts because these are the shorts that I paint in. I'm sitting at a coffee house in the middle of Bali, Ubud, called Rusters, and it's a little tea house, coffee house, and a ceramic barn. So we do, like, you can do wheel throwing and all the things here. And yeah, anyway, it's very much me. And so I don't even know where to start. For the past 6 months, I've been going on a journey with Spirit and with Source to co-create a reality for myself through embodying the energies of what I know is possible for myself. And for me, that is the art of co-creation. And while it's going to be all woo-woo, this video, this is truly what I have experienced, and no word of a lie. I'm going to give it to you straight, so buckle in. Okay. Back in February, I was here. So January, I decided to start co-creating, and one of the first steps in that co-creation was quitting my job. And so I went home and did that, and I came back here in February, and after I unlocked that version of myself that knew I needed to quit the job, I began to experience frequencies and energies that I hadn't before. And what it told me was that I could call in, or I could experience frequencies and feel them in my body and project them into my reality. And so I have been doing that for the better part of 5 months now. And every time I do it, I am able to render a reality, a physical reality, that speaks to the truest parts of myself. And it's one of the reasons I'm sitting in this place right now, in a coffee house where there's a pottery barn, and where I can be in my creative flow and then also enjoy myself and sit here in peace in nature and like all of the things, right? So I don't know why they keep giving me this image. Okay, it's a little bit explicit, but here we are. So when I was back here in February, I stayed in Kalusa, which is a little village outside of Ubud, about 20 minutes. and I stayed at a little homestay, and the people were really beautiful, and I really enjoyed my time there. But one of the things that I experienced in that villa was, what are you, sir? Is that a baby dragonfly? I can't tell. One of the things that I experienced in that villa was being able to physically feel different energies that I hadn't felt before. And so, again, explicit, I would physically get in the shower at nighttime or daytime. I would shower multiple times a day, to be honest. It's hot here. But I would shower in the evening or in the morning, and I would physically embody different emotional feelings of what I wanted to experience. And once I got good enough at doing that over and over again and got my body to adjust and balance the way of doing that, kind of, I was able to do it consistently. And so with the art of doing that, I have started to co-create a reality that reflects the truest nature of who I am, who I'm becoming, and what I want for myself. And so over the last 5 months, I've encountered multiple different experiences that have enabled me to embody frequencies of the reality that I'm calling in. One of them is my job. One of them is my relationships. One of them is the people that I experience, the connections that I have, and all of which contribute to a greater purpose, really. Yeah. And so for me, the art of manifestation is embodiment. And so every day I experience, or most days, there's days that I don't, right? And that's totally normal. I don't need to be experiencing different frequencies all day, every day, because I am energy and it can be a lot sometimes. For example, last night or yesterday, I embodied 2 different frequencies that I hadn't felt before. One was a sense of peace that I hadn't experienced before. And while that was beautiful, it can be overwhelming to my nervous system, as it is like it's a different experience altogether, that frequency, to what I've experienced in terms of peace before. So as a result of that, this morning I got really fatigued and just really, it felt like I was tired, but it was just more so I was content and just at peace. And then another one that I felt yesterday was the opening of a new chapter, and the possibility of, not the possibility, but the knowing of what is coming for me. And I felt that one a lot, to the point where last night I got into bed, and I sometimes experience this thing where I will go to bed and not fall asleep straight away. I'll remain semi-conscious and be in communication with the higher realms during that consciousness state, and be alchemizing the frequencies that I experienced during that day into my body while it rests. And that has been that's been, for me, it's been the best way for me to alchemize my energy over the last 5 months. Okay. Sorry, they were just telling me about another thing that I need to communicate. That's been one of the ways that my body likes to adjust to the frequencies that I experience through my sleep and through my rest state, whether I'm conscious or unconscious. And when I'm conscious, so when I'm awake, I will consistently be brought back to, so I'm in communication at all times. And while the channel is always turned on, it's either in the background as background noise, or it's in the foreground of my conscious experience. And right now it's in the background, right? But also in the foreground, because they're speaking to me at the same time as I experience. And so one of those things sometimes is the channel will come online at certain times when there is tension being held in my body. So if spirit notices that I'm holding tension, they'll bring my conscious mind and my awareness to my physical body and ask me to release.